Gbor's life was filled with intrigue and drama, making her a figure of fascination in Hollywood. Her marriages, often more than her film roles, captured public attention. With a total of 9 husbands, each relationship brought its own set of headlines, from her whirlwind romance with hotel magnate Conrad Hilton to her later marriage to Frederick von Anhalt, which raised eyebrows due to their age difference. Gbor's flair for the dramatic extended beyond her personal life. She was known for her sharp wit and memorable quotes, often turning mundane interviews into captivating performances. Scandals followed her like a shadow, including a notorious incident in 1989 when she was arrested for slapping a police officer during a traffic stop. This event only added to her reputation as a diva who lived life on her own terms. Her lavish lifestyle was marked by extravagant parties and a penchant for luxury, often showcasing her love for fine jewelry and designer fashion. Despite the controversies, Gbor maintained a magnetic presence, embodying the essence of glamour and excess that defined an era. Her legacy is not just in her films, but in the way she embraced fame, leaving an indelible mark on celebrity culture. Throughout her life, Gbor was married 9 times, each union adding a new layer to her public persona. Her husbands included influential figures such as George Sanders, a well-known actor, and hotel magnate Conrad Hilton, who made her the great aunt of socialite Paris Hilton. These marriages became a central part of her identity, with Gbor often using humor to address her many divorces. She was known for her witty remarks about love and relationships, which endeared her to the public and kept her in the spotlight. The series of marriages and divorces captivated audiences, contributing to her notoriety as one of the most famous women known for being famous. Her charm and quick wit often overshadowed her filmography, making her a beloved figure in popular culture. Gbor's life was a blend of glamour, humor, and a touch of scandal, which kept her relevant in the entertainment industry for decades. Her relationships were not just personal, but also a part of her brand, showcasing her ability to navigate the complexities of love and fame. Known for her clever wit and humorous perspective on relationships, Gbor was often quoted making witty remarks about marriage and men. One of her most famous lines was, "I am a marvelous housekeeper. Every time I leave a man, I keep his house," which reflected her light-hearted view on her divorces and independence. This quote encapsulated her playful attitude towards her romantic life, showcasing her ability to find humor in her experiences. Gbor's quick quips and insightful, albeit sarcastic, comments on marriage and relationships made her an icon for her liberated and unconventional approach to romance. She was unafraid to voice her opinions, often challenging societal norms regarding women and love. Her remarks not only entertained, but also inspired many to embrace their independence and view relationships with a sense of humor. Gbor's legacy as a witty commentator on love and marriage continues to resonate, making her a memorable figure in the world of entertainment. Gbor's relationships extended beyond her husbands. She was romantically involved with various powerful and famous men, including German composer Willy Schmidt-Ginter, Turkish President Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, and Dominican diplomat Porfirio Rubirosa. Each of these relationships added to her aura of intrigue and sophistication, often placing her at the center of international attention and gossip. Her affair with Ataturk, a significant figure in Turkish history, showcased her ability to attract influential men. The relationship with Rubirosa, known for his charm and connections, further solidified her image as a femme fatale. These connections brought their own scandals and speculation, reinforcing her public persona. Gbor's life was a tapestry of high-profile romances that captivated the media and the public alike. Her allure was not just in her beauty, but also in her ability to navigate the world of the elite, making her a subject of fascination for many. The stories surrounding her relationships contributed to her legacy as a glamorous figure intertwined with the powerful and famous. One of the most scandalous claims associated with Gbor was her rumored sexual encounter with her stepson, Nicky Hilton. This controversial relationship was highly publicized and added to her notorious reputation, feeding into her image as a woman who defied societal norms and was unapologetically herself. The whispers and rumors surrounding this alleged affair created a media frenzy, capturing the attention of the public and the press alike. Gbor, known for her glamorous lifestyle and multiple marriages, often found herself at the center of gossip. But this particular allegation took things to a new level. It painted her as a figure who lived by her own rules, unafraid of the consequences that might come from her choices. The speculation surrounding her relationship with Hilton contributed to the perception of Gbor as a bold and daring woman, someone who was not constrained by the expectations of society. This scandal only intensified her allure, making her a subject of fascination and intrigue. The combination of her beauty, charm, and the audacity of her rumored actions solidified her status as a cultural icon, one who thrived in the spotlight, regardless of the potential damage to her reputation. The story of Gbor and Hilton remains a striking example of how scandal can shape a public figure's legacy, intertwining their personal lives with their public personas in a way that captivates audiences for generations. Gbor became more famous for her personality and her life in the public eye than for her actual film roles. Though she acted in a few notable films, her fame primarily came from her appearances on reality TV and in live programs where her charm, humor, and striking personality captivated audiences. Many saw her as the precursor to modern-day celebrities who are famous for being famous. Her presence on screen and her ability to engage an audience with her charisma alone earned her comparisons to later celebrities like Kim Kardashian, solidifying her legacy as a media personality. Gbor's wit and glamorous lifestyle made her a favorite among fans, and she often shared her thoughts on love, marriage, and life in a way that resonated with many. Her unique blend of humor and sophistication allowed her to stand out in a crowded entertainment landscape. This ability to connect with the public, combined with her glamorous image, ensured that she remained a beloved figure long after her film career had faded. Gbor's autobiography, co-written with Gerald Frank, offered readers a fascinating look into her intricate personality and extraordinary life. Frank portrayed Gbor as a woman who seemed to have stepped out of the court of Louis XV and into the modern world of the 20th century. Her character was a captivating blend of old-world elegance and charm, seamlessly intertwined with the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. In her own reflections, Gbor expressed a desire to embody the essence of famous historical mistresses, such as Madame de Pompadour. She aimed to merge their allure and sensuality with her own distinctive style, creating a persona that was both timeless and enchanting. This insight into her aspirations and self-image added layers to her already magnetic presence, making her a figure of fascination for many. Gbor's life was not just about fame. It was about the art of seduction and the pursuit of beauty, which she embraced wholeheartedly. Her narrative revealed a woman who was not only aware of her impact, but also intentional in crafting her legacy. The combination of her historical inspirations and modern ambitions painted a picture of a woman who was both a product of her time and a timeless icon. Gbor was unapologetically independent and believed in her right to choose her partners rather than being chosen. This philosophy of empowerment and autonomy was evident in many of her public statements, where she emphasized the importance of her being in control of her relationships. She once famously said, "I want to choose the man, I do not permit men to choose me," highlighting her progressive outlook on relationships for her time. Her emphasis on personal choice and agency resonated with fans, contributing to her status as a symbol of female empowerment. Gbor's approach to love and relationships was revolutionary, especially during an era when many women felt pressured to conform to traditional roles. She encouraged women to assert their desires and take charge of their romantic lives. This strong belief in self-determination not only defined her personal life, but also inspired countless others to embrace their independence. Gbor's legacy continues to influence discussions about women's rights and personal freedom in relationships. Arriving in the United States in 1941, Gbor left behind the turmoil of war-torn Europe and embarked on her journey in Hollywood. Almost immediately, she became known for her unique blend of European elegance and charm. Her refined manners and distinctive accent set her apart from the American actresses of her time, making her a standout figure in the entertainment industry. Gbor's beauty and poise captivated audiences, and her charming accent added to her allure, drawing attention from both fans and filmmakers alike. As one of the first European stars to make a significant impact in Hollywood, she brought a touch of sophistication that was both refreshing and exotic. The American public was fascinated by her presence, which seemed to embody a glamorous lifestyle that many aspired to. Gbor's ability to navigate the Hollywood scene with grace and style helped to pave the way for other European actresses in the years to come. Her influence extended beyond her film roles, as she became a symbol of the glamorous life that Hollywood represented. Through her work and public persona, Gbor left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, showcasing the beauty and charm of European culture in a way that resonated deeply with American audiences. Her journey from Europe to Hollywood is a testament to her talent and the unique appeal she brought to the screen. Although Gbor's acting roles were often minor, they contributed to her status as a glamorous figure in Hollywood. She appeared in movies like Lovely to Look At, We're Not Married, and John Huston's Moulin Rouge, where she brought her unique style and accent to the screen. In these films, Gbor often played characters that embodied elegance and charm, which aligned perfectly with her public persona. Her performances, while not always the focus of the films, showcased her ability to captivate audiences with her presence. Gbor's roles allowed her to shine as a glamorous woman, and she became a symbol of beauty and sophistication in the film industry. Even though she may not have been known for her acting prowess, her appearances in these films left a lasting impression. Fans and the public began to associate her with a certain image of luxury and allure, which she maintained throughout her career. This image was further enhanced by her distinctive voice and accent, which added to her charm on screen. Her contributions to these films, though often overshadowed by more prominent stars, played a significant role in establishing her legacy as a beloved figure in Hollywood. Gbor's ability to embody the essence of glamour made her a memorable presence in the film industry, and her legacy continues to be celebrated by those who appreciate the golden age of cinema. One of Gbor's most notable quirks was her use of the word darling, which she would call nearly everyone. This catchphrase became part of her identity and persona, adding to her charm and making her memorable to fans. She once explained that using darling was simply easier than remembering everyone's names. This practical approach to social interactions was endearing to her followers and became one of the many aspects of her personality that set her apart, reinforcing her image as a charming socialite. Her use of darling was not just a term of endearment. It was a reflection of her larger-than-life character. It created an atmosphere of warmth and familiarity, making people feel special even in brief encounters. This simple word encapsulated her playful spirit and her ability to connect with others, regardless of their status. Gbor's charm was not just in her glamorous lifestyle, but also in her ability to make everyone feel included and appreciated. Her legacy continues to resonate, reminding us of the power of kindness and charm in social interactions. Gbor was admired for her beauty, which she maintained with a disciplined regime. She credited her radiant complexion to simple practices like consuming green peppers for vitamin C, which she claimed helped her skin retain its youthful glow. This focus on nutrition was a key part of her beauty routine, as she believed that what one puts into their body reflects on the outside. Gbor also introduced blotting paper to her fans, a tool that would later become popular in mainstream beauty routines. She understood the importance of keeping skin fresh and oil-free, especially in the glamorous world of Hollywood. Her openness about her beauty routines helped her fans connect with her on a personal level, as she shared tips that could make anyone feel glamorous. By sharing her secrets, she inspired many to adopt simple yet effective practices in their own lives. Gbor's approach to beauty was not just about looking good. It was about feeling good and embracing one's own unique charm. Her legacy in beauty continues to influence many today. Ahead of her time, Gbor was a vocal advocate for cosmetic enhancements, believing that women should do what it takes to feel beautiful and confident. She was one of the few celebrities of her era to openly support plastic surgery, remarking that a little bit here and a little bit there could help maintain one's appearance. Her candid attitude towards cosmetic procedures influenced the way beauty was discussed in Hollywood, with Gbor encouraging women to take control of their appearance if it made them feel better. She often spoke about the importance of self-care and how looking good could boost a person's self-esteem. Gbor's views challenged the norms of her time, as many women felt pressured to conform to a certain standard of beauty without the option of enhancement. By openly discussing her own experiences with cosmetic surgery, she helped to normalize the conversation around these procedures. This shift in dialogue allowed women to feel empowered in their choices regarding their looks, making Gbor a pioneer in the realm of beauty and self-acceptance. Her legacy continues to inspire discussions about beauty standards and the choices women make to feel their best. Gbor offered numerous pieces of advice for women, some of which reflected her traditional views on femininity, while others were unexpectedly progressive. She believed in the importance of maintaining an air of mystery and being entertaining rather than just beautiful. According to Gbor, beauty alone was not enough to keep a man's interest. Personality and wit were equally essential. This philosophy was rooted in her own experiences and shaped by her vibrant personality, encouraging women to cultivate depth beyond physical appearance. She often emphasized that charm and intelligence could captivate others more than mere looks. Gbor's perspective suggested that women should embrace their individuality and not rely solely on their physical attributes. She encouraged women to be engaging conversationalists and to develop their interests and talents. This approach not only empowered women to express themselves, but also highlighted the importance of being multifaceted individuals in relationships. Gbor's insights continue to resonate, reminding women that true allure comes from a combination of beauty, personality, and intellect. Emphasizing financial independence, Gbor advised women to keep a secret bank account. This advice was rooted in her own life experiences, having gone through multiple marriages. She believed it was important for women to have their own financial security, not necessarily because they didn't trust their partners, but because it allowed them autonomy. Gbor's view on financial independence was both practical and progressive, especially for a woman of her time. She understood the complexities of relationships and the potential for change, which made her advice resonate with many. By encouraging women to secure their own future, she inspired them to take control of their finances. This approach was not just about money, it was about empowerment and self-reliance. Gbor's insights reflected a broader understanding of the importance of financial literacy and independence for women, making her a role model for many who sought to navigate their own paths in life. Her legacy continues to influence discussions about women's financial rights and independence today. Known for her humor, Gbor often joked about marriage and relationships, making light of the institution itself. She suggested that the key to a happy marriage was for the husband to have a night out with the boys, and the wife should have one too, with her own boys. This playful perspective on marriage highlighted her belief that both partners should enjoy their independence and have fun outside of their relationship. Gbor's witty remarks about relationships endeared her to fans and added to her reputation as a liberated woman who did not conform to societal expectations of wives and marriages. Her humorous takes often included clever quips about the challenges of love and commitment, making her a beloved figure in popular culture. She embraced the idea that laughter could be a remedy for the complexities of relationships, and her lighthearted approach resonated with many. Gbor's views on marriage reflected a modern attitude that encouraged both partners to maintain their individuality while still being committed to each other. Gbor's philosophy was that women should be more than just physically attractive. They should be intriguing, witty, and engaging to truly capture someone's interest. She frequently spoke about the importance of being entertaining, citing historical figures like Cleopatra as examples of women whose allure was rooted in their personalities. Gbor believed that charm and character were essential qualities that could elevate a woman beyond mere beauty. She often emphasized that a captivating personality could leave a lasting impression, making one memorable in a world filled with superficiality. This perspective made her stand out in Hollywood, where looks often overshadowed substance. Gbor encouraged women to cultivate their own unique charm, suggesting that true allure comes from a combination of intelligence, humor, and charisma. By promoting this idea, she inspired many to embrace their individuality and to recognize that being entertaining could be just as important as physical appearance. Her legacy continues to influence how women view themselves and their roles in society. Gbor's life was never short of drama, and one of the most infamous incidents occurred when she allegedly slapped a police officer after being pulled over for driving with expired registration tags. This incident took place in 1989 and quickly became a sensational story in the media. The details of the event revealed Gbor's fiery personality and her tendency to challenge authority. When the officer approached her vehicle, she reportedly became upset and, in a moment of defiance, struck him. This act of rebellion led to her arrest, which only fueled the public's fascination with her life. The media frenzy that followed painted her as a glamorous yet scandalous figure, someone who lived by her own rules and was unafraid to confront the law. Her unapologetic attitude during the incident reinforced her reputation as a rebellious icon, someone who did not conform to societal expectations. This boldness in the face of authority solidified her status as a personality who thrived on drama and controversy, captivating the public's attention and ensuring her place in the spotlight. Though Gbor was widely recognized for her glamorous relationships with men, she once revealed a surprising aspect of her personal life. Gbor confessed to having a strong attraction to the legendary actress Greta Garbo, whom she described as overwhelmingly beautiful. This admission highlighted a side of Gbor that was less known to the public. While she never pursued a romantic relationship with a woman, her admiration for Garbo showcased her openness and her lack of strict boundaries when it came to her desires. Gbor's acknowledgement of her feelings for another woman added to her mystique, painting her as someone who was unafraid to embrace her attractions, regardless of societal expectations. This revelation not only enriched her persona, but also illustrated her willingness to explore the complexities of love and attraction beyond conventional norms. Gbor's life was marked by a series of high-profile romances, yet this particular confession revealed a deeper layer to her character, suggesting that her understanding of love was multifaceted and inclusive. Her candidness about her feelings for Garbo resonated with many, as it reflected a broader acceptance of diverse attractions in a time when such openness was not the norm. Gbor's legacy, therefore, is not just one of glamour and fame, but also of a woman who navigated her desires with a sense of freedom that was ahead of her time. In a surprising twist, Gbor's third husband, George Sanders, married her sister, Magda. This unexpected union added layers of intrigue to Gbor's already complex personal life. The marriage between Sanders and Magda was notably brief, lasting only 32 days. Yet it highlighted the intricate web of relationships within the Gbor family. Gbor's role in bringing Sanders and Magda together showcased her unconventional approach to love and family dynamics. Rather than adhering to traditional norms, Gbor seemed to embrace a more fluid understanding of relationships, where loyalty and love could take on different forms. This situation not only stirred public interest, but also reflected the unique bond among the Gbor sisters. Their lives were intertwined in ways that defied conventional expectations, illustrating how personal connections can be both complicated and fascinating. The brief marriage between Sanders and Magda serves as a testament to the unpredictable nature of love and the complexities that can arise within families. Her marriage to Conrad Hilton, the hotel magnate, was one of her most challenging. Hilton's frugality and controlling behavior clashed with Gbor's taste for luxury, creating tension between them. Gbor alleged that Hilton tried to control every aspect of her life, even restricting her spending. This control extended beyond finances. It seeped into her social life and personal choices, leaving Gbor feeling stifled. Initially, she viewed the marriage as an advantageous match, believing that being with a man of such wealth and status would elevate her own standing. However, as time went on, she soon realized it was a mistake. The lavish lifestyle she craved was at odds with Hilton's penny-pinching ways. The relationship's turmoil marked one of the darker chapters of her marital life, filled with arguments and a growing sense of dissatisfaction. Gbor's desire for freedom and self-expression clashed with Hilton's need for control, leading to a profound sense of unhappiness that would ultimately shape her views on love and marriage in the years to come. Gbor claimed that Hilton took advantage of her, which resulted in the birth of her only child, Francesca Hilton. This allegation cast a shadow over her marriage to Hilton and was a difficult memory for Gbor. The relationship between Gbor and Hilton was marked by complexities and challenges, as the circumstances surrounding Francesca's birth were not just a personal matter but also a public one that affected Gbor's reputation. The pain of this experience lingered throughout her life, influencing her views on love and trust. Her relationship with Francesca was complicated, filled with both love and tension. Despite the difficulties, Francesca remained an essential part of Gbor's life, representing a connection to her past and a reminder of the sacrifices Gbor made. The struggles Gbor faced in her marriages often reflected her desire for happiness, yet she found herself in situations that led to personal sacrifices. These experiences shaped her identity and her understanding of relationships, leaving a lasting impact on her life and her legacy. Francesca Hilton, Gbor's only child, faced a life filled with challenges despite her mother's fame and wealth. Tragically, Francesca died in poverty, a stark contrast to the glamorous life her mother led. The relationship between Francesca and her stepfather, Frederick Prinz von Anhalt, was strained, which added to the difficulties she faced. This complex family dynamic highlighted the personal struggles that often accompany public success. Gbor, who outlived her daughter, experienced profound sadness as she navigated her later years. The hardships Francesca endured painted a poignant picture of the cost of fame and wealth, revealing that even those who seem to have it all can face deep personal issues. Gabbor's relationship with Francesca remained a significant aspect of her life, reminding her of the love and challenges that come with family ties. The contrast between Gabbor's public persona and the private struggles of her family created a narrative that resonated with many, illustrating the often hidden realities behind a life in the spotlight. In her later years, Gabbor's health declined significantly as she battled dementia and other illnesses. This decline was a stark contrast to the vibrant socialite she once was, known for her glamorous lifestyle and numerous marriages. As time went on, she spent her final years largely isolated and bedridden, a situation that was difficult for someone who had once thrived in the spotlight. The once lively gatherings and social events that filled her life were replaced by quiet days spent in the company of caregivers. These caregivers became essential, as Gbor increasingly depended on them for daily activities and companionship. The gradual loss of her faculties painted a tragic picture of the end of a life that had once been filled with energy and excitement. Friends and family watched as the woman who had captivated audiences and dazzled at parties became more vulnerable, highlighting the fragility of life. This period served as a reminder that even the most glamorous lives can face profound challenges, leaving behind a legacy that is both beautiful and poignant. In her final years, Gabbor's life was heavily influenced by her last husband, Frederick Prinz von Anhalt. He maintained tight control over her, which raised many eyebrows and sparked controversy. Allegedly, he kept her daughter, Francesca, away from her, and there were claims that he did not inform Gbor about Francesca's death. This behavior led many to question von Anhalt's true intentions. Some speculated that his actions were financially motivated, as he seemed to benefit from Gabbor's fame and fortune. His control over her life during such vulnerable times cast a shadow over her later years. Friends and family expressed concern about the loyalty of those closest to her, as they wondered if von Anhalt was acting in Gabbor's best interests, or if he was more focused on his own gain. The situation highlighted the complexities of relationships in the entertainment world, especially when it comes to issues of trust and care. Gabbor's legacy became intertwined with the controversies surrounding her final days, leaving many to reflect on the nature of love and loyalty in the face of adversity. Gbor passed away in 2016 at the age of 99, following years of health complications. Her passing marked the end of an era, as Gbor was one of the last remaining icons from Hollywood's golden age. Known for her glamorous lifestyle and sharp wit, she captivated audiences with her charm and beauty. Gabbor's life was filled with drama, love, and scandal, making her a fascinating figure in the entertainment world. She was married multiple times, and her relationships often made headlines, adding to her allure. Her career spanned decades, with roles in films and television that showcased her talent and charisma. Gabbor's unique personality and memorable quotes made her a beloved figure, and her presence was felt in both film and social circles. Her death brought a sense of closure to a story that had fascinated fans for decades, leaving behind a legacy that continues to intrigue and inspire fans. The impact of her life and career remains a topic of interest, as many remember her not just for her roles, but for her larger-than-life persona. Gabbor's life was a whirlwind of glamour and controversy, captivating audiences with her larger-than-life persona. Her 9 marriages were often more talked about than her film roles, showcasing her romantic escapades that included high-profile figures like Conrad Hilton and Frederick von Anhalt. Each relationship brought its own drama, with headlines that kept the public intrigued. Known for her sharp wit, Gbor transformed interviews into performances, leaving a lasting impression with her memorable quotes. Scandals were a constant in her life, including a notorious incident in 1989 when she slapped a police officer during a traffic stop, further solidifying her reputation as a Hollywood diva. Her love for luxury was evident in her extravagant parties and collection of fine jewelry, embodying the essence of a glamorous lifestyle. Despite the controversies, Gabbor's magnetic presence and ability to embrace fame made her a significant figure in celebrity culture, influencing how stars interacted with the public and the media. Her legacy continues to resonate, reflecting a time when Hollywood was defined by excess and